First of all, my name is Altaf Hussain. Those of you who don't know me, this is Altaf from the GICO, General Manager of GICO. We have 5 divisions. Here we are just showing 4. MEP, fire protection, power, and facilities management. We also have the new division, which is ELV. We are doing all these businesses. We are almost 2,700 employees in our company. Coming to the topic of today, I had in back of my mind this saying which says that don't make the classroom as your world, but make the world as your classroom. What does it mean? It means that we should not only look into the books and the formal environment to learn, but also look into informal ways, our experiences, our hobbies, our colleagues, to learn something new. And that's why I thought that I will bring some Hollywood experience here today. Let's talk about how many of you know CPE? What is CPE? The professional people must be knowing about it. Continuing professional education. We will change it today. We will call it continuing professional entertainment. And what is meant by the entertainment? We will learn something from the movies. We can see that even when we go to watch a movie, we can learn some project management techniques. Now, before we talk about the project management, let's talk about what is a successful project. Now, a lot of people talked about it, so I am not going to go through all of this. Anyway, I have given a very short time. That the objective of the project should be very well defined. And the team, we talk about the team should work together. The leader of the team should have very good qualities of the team leader. The objective of the project is achieved. The losses are avoided and the project is completed on time. Now, when we talk about that, the team, for a successful project, you should have a good project manager. So, what is a good project manager? Just briefly, there are so many qualities of a good project manager, but I am just listing few of them. And this you keep in your mind when we talk about some slides of some movies, okay? That this project manager should be expert in his field. He can manage and lead his team. He can think outside the box. Sometimes the normal routine solutions are not going to work. So you can think outside the box, stay calm, okay? Even if there's a big chaos, if there's a big storm going on, he should stay calm. He can identify the talent and know how to use them. This talent could be the employee, could be the products, could be the processes, could be the different solutions. And then keep the main objective of the project in time, all the times. So, we are talking about that when we go for a movie, even then we can learn for project management techniques. I am going to talk about the Apollo 13. How many of you have watched Apollo 13? This is the movie which is included in the study materials of major Western universities. I had a chance to attend one CPE from IMD business school from Switzerland, and they use this movie for almost 3 to 4 hours teaching about leadership, motivational, and project management techniques. When was the human being landed on the moon first time? Yeah, when the man landed on the moon first time. I think in my last session I did say about it. Anybody, any volunteer? 1969, Neil Armstrong, okay. And you know what was this mission called? It was Apollo 11. So here we are going to talk about Apollo 13. What is this movie about? Let me tell you a little bit about this Apollo 13 mission. This Apollo 13 mission was the 7th man mission in the Apollo space program. It was launched on April 11, 1970. From the Kennedy Space Center, Florida. There were some issues in the mission. The oxygen tank got exploded because of the wrong wiring. And then there was a lot of issues. There was limited power, loss of cabin heat, shortage of potable water, critical need to make shift repairs to the carbon dioxide removal system. And finally, the mission was changed completely. Instead of landing on the moon, the whole mission was changed to bringing these 3 astronauts back to the Earth safely. Okay. So the movie, which was released in 1995, picked up all of this, dramatized all this mission. And the director, Howard, what they talk about, that he went to a great length to make sure that this movie will represent the exact scenario, exact situation which the astronauts have gone through. This movie was released in 1995 and it was nominated for 9 academic awards. Now, what are the project management lessons we learned from that particular movie? There are so many lessons there in this movie, but I just summarized 4 of them. The power of teamwork. How did both the teams at the space and at the space shuttle, they work together to make sure that they come back. And then in the Space Center in the Houston, how they were working together under the leadership of the Kranz to make sure that the team come back safely. The power of responsible leadership. The leadership here, which is shown in this movie, and the guy who was there in the Houston, Jane Kranz, he showed the true leadership in this crisis moments. The power of professionalism, yes, we all know that NASA will employ a lot of professionals, and this professionalism will show at the time of crisis. And the power of preparation, rehearsal, testing. Again, sometimes we all think that, oh, this is a lot of cumbersome, that we are doing a lot of testing, we are doing a lot of rehearsal, we are doing a lot of brainstorming, we are going through a lot of exercise. But when the time comes, when we go through the fire drill, for example, okay, a lot of people think that, oh, fire drill is just a formality, but I have been through some situations in 2001, okay, when I had to come down 67th floor in a real fire environment. So then in this situation, you know that the need for this rehearsal and practice is so important.